Hi, it's Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I make videos about books. Please hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow. For this video, this is part 1 of my 12 books in 12 months recommended by friends. I almost said 12. I don't know what I was going to say. I don't know for certain what books I'm going to read for this video, but I need to do an introduction so you know what video this is. So, welcome. What I decided to do was at the end of 2022, I had 12 friends recommend me 12 books and I would read one book per month, and I'm putting out 4 videos for this series. So this is the first one. I do think I will be starting with Dani Brown because I want to finish the series and we are doing rom-comathon soon, and I want to read Eve Brown for a rom-comathon. So I don't want to skip Dani, even though you probably could. So let's get into the vlog and we will find out together what books I read for this video. So last night I started Take a Hint, Dani Brown. This book has been recommended to me by so many people, but for this particular project, this was recommended to me by Brianna from 4 Paws in a Book. I did read Get a Life, Chloe Brown, for the Alphabet Project G, and I thought that it was very okay. My main issue with it was the audiobook, but I feel like I cannot read a big book without an audiobook now, and that is a personal problem, right? The audiobook was miscast. The narrator was miscast. It was like a 60-year-old woman who was narrating for like a 30-year-old, and you could tell I just did not like it. However, I am liking Take a Hint, Dani Brown. This is following Dani and the love interest Zafir, who Zafir is like a guard at the college that Dani is teaching at. Dani has pink hair, she's bisexual, she's a witch, she doesn't believe in marriage, all these things, and they decide to fake date because a video went viral of him rescuing Dani from like the college where she got stuck in an elevator. So they're playing up this video to help him with his nonprofit, and just Dani is going along with it. I love fake dating in books because I feel like this is never happens in real life. Like, you would never think to do that, right? But in books, it just makes total sense. Absolutely love it. I love the premise of this one a lot more. I just think I like Dani more than Chloe. I feel like a lot, like in Chloe Brown, it was a lot of back and forth. Like, they knew that they liked each other, and it was just like they wouldn't get together, and that like it probably happened here too. So we'll see. I definitely am liking this so much already, 100 pages in. So that's my first update. Loving this. Everyone said I would love this, and I am loving this. I swear to God I didn't do this on purpose, but I'm 69% into Take a Hint, Dani Brown. I'm actually in the middle of chapter 14. I have been listening to it the past 2 days in the car, so I haven't had it physically with me, but I love this. So it's fake dating, right? Which ultimately has led to hooking up, you know, friends with benefits, basically. They both are into it. The spicy scenes have been really good. Like, I've been driving and just been like, hello? I like the references to like Chloe and Red in here. I think that's natural. Anyway, I just love this. I'm in love with them. I know ultimately there will be a third act conflict. There's not really a breakup because they're fake dating, but I know either a miscommunication or like something stupid is going to happen. So at least I'm like prepared for that, but I'm feeling like this could be a 5-star book. I finished Take a Hint, Dani Brown last night. Easy 5 stars for me. It's so weird because the writing is pretty much the same as Chloe Brown, but this one just, for me, hit better with Dani Brown, and I think it's just because I like Dani Brown better than Chloe, and I like the love interest in this one better than I liked Red, so it just worked for me. Also, my number 1 favorite trope in romance is fake dating. Like, I don't know why. It is not something that happens in real life, but it doesn't matter to me because I love it in books. The anxiety representation in this one was so good. Zaf has been through a lot, and he doesn't really shy away from it like at all. He is literally trying to get his shit together the whole time. So I really like this one. 5 stars. I plan on reading Eve Brown as well. I don't know anything about that one. I never planned on reading this series at all after Chloe Brown, and I'm really glad that Brianna recommended this for me, because I don't think I would have read it without the push from Brianna or Eva or Emily. So 5 stars. Absolutely love this one. This was a great recommendation for me, so very happy about this. I don't know what I'm going to read next. I do have the audiobook for A Woman Is No Man, and I think I am going to read that one in February, and that one is a lot heavier, I've heard. So I like to go back and forth with my reading. I don't like to read so many romance in a row and so many thrillers in a row, so I do like to mix it up. So I'm thinking about reading A Woman Is No Man for February, so stay tuned. I am 100 pages into A Woman Is No Man. This is heavy. So I'm following 2 timelines. I'm following 1990 and I'm following Ezra. And she has just been married off and sent to Brooklyn with her new husband. And 100 pages in, she has just found out that she is pregnant. So she never wanted to get married. Her husband is almost never home. And she is doing like all the cooking and cleaning for him with her mother-in-law. So that's the first storyline. The second storyline is 2008 with Daya. Me and Daya are the same age, and Daya is being pushed into getting married with arranged marriage. And so Ezra is Daya's mom, and Ezra died in 1997, so Daya is being pushed by her grandparents to get married just like her mom was, even though she wants to go to college. So it's really heavy. When Ezra was like just married, she was like a virgin and everything, never had been touched by a man, and there was a very graphic scene of a sexual assault. So this is super heavy, but the writing is so good. So I am absolutely like in love with it, even though it is a very heavy subject matter. But like, I understand why Erica recommended this to me, because I am getting more into stories like this, and it is very good. It is just like yesterday I started it and I was not in the right mindset for it, so I stopped like in the middle of a chapter. I was like 80 pages in and I was like, I am not having a good day and I have to put this down. So it's not light and fluffy like a lot of the things that I read. So trigger warnings for a lot of stuff, but like today I started it and I literally, like, I did not want to come down here and do this update. I just wanted to keep reading, but I was like, if I don't do this update, I'm never gonna do an update. So I'm really loving it. I'm especially loving the writing of this one. I'm 65% into A Woman Is No Man. I'm loving this so much, but the whole point of this book is the commentary on women being the lesser sex, at least in this culture, but also in any culture, which is really disheartening as a woman. But Ezra has gotten pregnant 3 times and has had 3 girls, even though she has been pressured to have boys, and it is literally not up to her. But she is having all the blame set upon her because women are seen as so much less than men in this culture. Really any culture, if we're being completely honest. So Ezra is now really depressed and like feels like she's not a good mother because she doesn't have any real connection to her children because they are not boys, which is just like so mind-blowing, because I feel like if this pressure wasn't put upon her by everyone around her to have boys, then it wouldn't have mattered if they were all girls. So like, speaking from personal experience, I have 2 boys, but I did not find out the sex until birth, because it truly did not matter to me who and what they were as long as I had them. And it's just like mind-boggling to me that something that is out of her control completely is like all the pressure is put upon her, and she feels like she can't love her children for who they are because they're girls. It's just like, it's so sad. And like it's happening in her culture, but I feel like it happens in almost every culture, because the thing they keep saying is a woman is no man. Men are better. Men are able to take on these responsibilities. Men are able to do all these things. The women stay home. Ezra, and really Dea, who is Ezra's daughter in 2008, they don't leave the house. They completely stay in their house and cook and clean and have babies, and that is literally it. Ezra completely hasn't left the house in years. So it's just like, it's crazy, but also having insight into this culture is really important. And I just like am absolutely loving this, even though it's heavy and sad and all of these things, but I'm learning so much, and I'm seeing that like culture is so different everywhere. But is it? Because like I have more freedom here in America, but do I really? So it's just interesting, and I'm really loving this. I finished A Woman Is No Man by Itefram. Amazing. I finished this and sat on my rating for a little bit because of the ending. Felt really abrupt, and then I was sitting there and I was like, no, it's not. Like thinking about everything that Ezra had to go through. At first, it felt like a really abrupt ending, but thinking it through, I realized that it's actually not. It just ended in a way that I wish it hadn't for these characters. I do wish we would have gotten an epilogue of Dea, and like, I know what she decides to do, and I'm really happy for her, but like, what happens to her, like, in the year of 2023, like where is she, what is she doing? So because it takes place in 2008 for her. But otherwise, this was extremely heavy, but like I'm so glad that I got to listen to 3 different stories of Arab women and like what they go through and what they're expected to go through with marriage and everything. So I absolutely recommend this one. I had never heard of it before Erica recommended it to me, because I was only reading YA. So that is why I hadn't heard of it. But yeah, 5 stars for A Woman Is No Man. I am 25% into Flawless by Elsie Silver. I am pretty much obsessed with this already. So we're following Rhett, who is a cowboy and rides bulls, and this takes place in Canada. Almost like Canada. I'll just leave that. And he did something stupid, said something stupid, and then punched a camera person, I think. So now his agency is having someone named Summer, who is the boss's daughter, literally babysit him because he is an asshole and he can't keep losing his sponsors. So it's kind of enemies to lovers, like really light enemies to lovers and forced proximity. But like pretty soon they were talking, like thinking in their heads how attractive the other person was, and I absolutely love that. So now they're like at the gym just like checking each other out and stuff, and Summer is definitely pretending like she isn't interested in Rhett, but she had his like cowboy poster in her bedroom when she was a teenager. So I'm absolutely loving this. I am so shocked that it's indie. Like, it doesn't seem indie at all. The writing is amazing, and I'm really enjoying this so far. Oh no, they're at a hotel and the heat in her room is broken, so they're gonna share a bed. This is my favorite trope. I finished Flawless, and it was indeed flawless. I absolutely loved this book. My review on Goodreads was, am I into cowboys now? So I don't know. Am I? I kind of don't think I am. Maybe I'm just into Rhett. So absolutely love this one. I have it, like the actual physical book, on my wish list now, and I know that there's like special edition covers, which I actually might get, and I just got out Heartless, which I think is the second one. I could be wrong. I will edit this if I am wrong. So for this first edition of 12 and 12, I gave all 3 stars. Nope, all 3 books 5 stars. So the first one was Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. This probably is my second favorite Talia Hibbert because I love Eve so much, but I thought this one might have been a little bit funner. Funner isn't a word, but it was funner to me, and that's because I love fake dating so much. But there was something about Eve that I just love so much. And then on a completely different way is A Woman Is No Man by Ita Fromm. This was so heavy and so good. I knew this was gonna be 5 stars like 2 chapters in, and I absolutely love this one. And if you're looking for maybe something a little bit heavier but also that has to do with feminism, I absolutely recommend this one. And then in a completely other way is Flawless and that was another 5 star, and that one was just really fun and really spicy, and I absolutely loved it, and I loved Rhett, and I love summer. So thank you to Brie and Erica and Alyssa for recommending these 3 books to me. They were all 5 stars, so way to go. So this is the first installment of 12 and 12. I will have 3 more videos for this series, so thanks for watching my video. See you in my next one. Bye.
Losing time, I'm fading fast.